Hi, I'm Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is January 22nd, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studios, where I am joined by Jim Seneca and Brad Ellis from Finger Lakes Kobucha and Fall Street Brewing in Seneca Falls. They're debuting their brewery portion of the business tomorrow. I mess that word up every time. I'm sorry.
Kombucha, yeah, it's
kombucha.
Okay.
Today's show is brought to you by Dr. Drexler Dentistry in downtown Seneca Falls. If you're not happy with how your smile looks, you can save 15% now on their Glow Pro teeth whitening. When you call today or stop in to set up an appointment, you can get a whiter, brighter smile. Dr. Drexler is now accepting new patients, and for the month of February, the new patients will receive free exams and x-rays.
Right in downtown Seneca Falls. So
right
you
in
can
downtown
literally,
Seneca Falls,
from your dentist appointment, go and try out the new craft beer at Finger Lakes Brewing.
Yeah. Should you go and have the beer first and then get your teeth cleaned, or vice versa? What do you think?
Before and after, baby.
Oh, I agree. Welcome again, actually, to Finger Lakes Weekly. I can't speak already
FLX
today.
Weekly is the name of the show, Sid, that you host.
Ooh, yeah, it sure is. But you're here this time to talk about the grand opening of having your craft beer.
That's right, yeah.
It was a long time coming, huh?
It
lot of work.
It was hard fought, but we made it. We're still there. We're not going anywhere for a while.
That's exciting.
And we're going to kick it off January 30th at 5 o'clock. Going to release all that beer that everybody's anticipated for such a long time.
Everybody is excited. And are you guys doing anything special with the grand opening, like any specials or anything?
Yeah, so we're going to have $1 off pints all weekend long. So from Thursday right up to Sunday. If we're going to close at 5 o'clock, but you can enjoy a pint for $5, any pint.
Nice.
So they're generally, it'd be like $1 or $2 off. So that's the kind of the beer special that we're going to roll out and entice people to come in and sample some stuff.
And
That's
you're going to
exciting.
have beer that was brewed in
On site.
house and guest beer, right?
Yep, we're going to have one guest tap to be determined at the moment. And we're going to have 4 beers and a cider
Wow.
that were made in-house, and then the 6th alcoholic drink will be
All on tap or bottles?
All on tap for
Okay.
now. We're thinking about maybe expanding with bottled product down the road.
Again, growlers?
Yep, we'll have growlers, so you could either bring your own, or we have some in-house. We actually just got some iHeart FLX ones that Chad and Gordy had dropped off for
Nice.
us to use.
Awesome.
So, so we got some that you can purchase in-house, or you can bring your own. We'll fill a boot if you bring that in, if that's your preference.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I saw you unloading some boxes this morning off the back of a pickup truck.
That was it. Yeah, those were the growlers.
Those were the growlers.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I know nothing about the craft brew world because I haven't really dabbled into it. I do like the ciders, but are they all different hops? Are they all different flavors? Or is it like a secret?
What makes your craft beer unique?
Yeah, that's a question I get a lot. And our craft beer, so we're very small batch. So we're probably we brew the least amount per batch out of anybody that's around. So it really gives us a lot of flexibility with our New York farm brew protocols. We have to use 60% ingredients from New York State, grown agriculturally within the state of New York. The other 40% can come elsewhere, come from another country, or places like Washington, Yakima Valley, where they grow all those premium hops. So we do have those hops in our brews. We also have a lot of hops within New York State too. Lots of varieties, and I can understand why it would be so overwhelming to think about. So it is a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ingredients to consider, and that bring out many different flavors in your beers. So depending.
I'm excited to try the cider. I really like ciders, and each one is just a little bit different. So people come, I feel like, from all over to try like craft beers now. It's like a really big thing. And are you excited to have people? You should get like a map.
Yeah.
And you should put like where the people came from to try the
that's
beer.
a great idea. Have it kind of like a map of the world, and you can kind of like put a pin.
I don't know. I just think that's awesome.
No, I think there's something that's a great idea, because already just running the cafe, doing kombucha and coffee, I've had a lot of people from all over the world. And it's kind of really cool to think
too, right? You've had the wonderful run and the women's march, so
it really does bring a lot of people from a lot. I think that goes overlooked the reach that these events have.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a great thing. And, when we're talking about an all-inclusive environment, we're a place where everybody's welcome. It's really cool to me that people are coming from all over, all walks of life. Mm-hmm. So that's neat.
You have a great spot right downtown Seneca Falls, too, like right where everyone's going to be, right on the corner. And you do a lot of work with CV Designs, I see.
Yeah.
Like,
Your neighbor.
she says,
Good neighbors.
bring in a receipt and I'll give you a percentage off and vice versa. How was your Women's March weekend?
It was great. I was, just prepared. I was ready. The weather, the brave and the faithful came out and stopped in and supported us. And we were really, really thrilled with how, despite the weather, how amazing an event it was.
So it's pretty great to bring what you bring into downtown Seneca Falls, because you can go in and get coffee.
Right.
And, especially coffee drinks. You can get the kombucha, and now you can get craft beer.
Yep.
And so it just the service of that in downtown Seneca Falls for the residents is great. And then when people come, because we're a tourist town, it's just the right kind of business for those people too.
Right.
So it's I wish you obviously all the success in the world. I think it's awesome what you're
thanks.
doing.
Yeah, we got a little something for everybody. So come on down and.
I have yet to be able to get in there, and I've seen great photos. I've seen like a lot of people I know like posting their hot chocolates or their coffees, and now I'm sure a million people are going to be like, "You need to try this beer. You need to go." Yeah. You have a ribbon cutting going on as well, right? With the Seneca County Chamber. Yeah,
Seneca County Chamber is going to be there Thursday, 5:00 for a ribbon cutting ceremony. So there'll just be, some very short speeches from myself, my wife, Jeff Shipley, I believe, is going to give some opening remarks as well. And then we'll do the ribbon cutting with the big scissors, and we'll open up the doors. And
who's going to get the first beer?
That's a good question.
You better You better do something on that, like the first official beer.
Maybe we'll take it. Maybe that'll be a good photo op. We'll capture
go up on Instagram.
I'm just thinking of all the great marketing things while we're here today.
Our first coffee drink that we sold, we actually have the photo of.
Oh, that's
cool. I saw that.
A gentleman that stops in weekly.
That was so cute. That was my next question. Are you getting returning visitors like every day now already?
Yeah, we get a lot of people, a lot of return customers come back, a lot of new, but it does mean a lot to us to see those regulars coming back. It really those are good affirmations that you're doing something right.
Yeah, you can start having those regulars that come and I think of like some old men that I used to see where I lived. They sat outside of a gas station like every single day to have coffee. Yeah. Now I think of like go to a place like this that's completely nice. I love the decoration that's in your store. Yeah. I guess it's not a store.
Yeah, it really fits our who we are. So I think we're the ones who have to be there like a long time, many hours a day. So I think the goal was to just create a comfy spot,
something
for those long
like
days,
too.
But also most importantly the customers who come in, we want them to feel at home.
I've gotten a little thrilled just driving through downtown like on a Sunday morning or early evening and just seeing that corner, activity at that corner and inside at night when the lights are on in there. I think it's awesome. It's it's someone who loves Seneca Falls and lives here. I just think it's great to see that stuff. And one thing leads to another in downtown Seneca Falls. So you mentioned obviously the great relationship you have with Christine Van Dusen.
Absolutely, yeah.
But the Gould right across the street, those people who stay at the Gould when they wake up in the morning should go across the street, and get their coffee and now an alternative too. For just a place to go grab a drink at night. We've always got, Red's Place and Parker's and 84 Fall and the bar at the Gould is just another complement to another option. I kind of feel like in a vibrant downtown is a place you can go bar hopping, You don't have to just go to one place, you can walk around.
Yeah, we're all about nudges. So by no means did we ever feel like when we got to downtown that we were gonna save the world, but something that was really important for us was that we're giving it a nudge in the right direction, and maybe we're inspiring other younger people in my generation to go into business for themselves. I mean, the torch has to be passed at some point, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of creative ideas out there that you can implement that are going to attract people that wouldn't come to Seneca Falls otherwise. So again, when we're talking about nudging, we're influencing other people to go in business, and we're getting people to Seneca Falls where stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're really just thrilled to add something a little extra.
And
awesome.
tomorrow night there's going to be live music, right? Kenny Endy.
Yeah. For our grand opening, right at 5:30 Thursday next week. It's a week away.
Oh,
yeah. So
It's not. It's next Thursday.
It's next Thursday.
Gotcha.
Good to know. We were
next
thinking
Thursday.
it was tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So it's next Thursday, 5 p.m. is the ribbon cutting.
Yep.
And
That'll
then
be the 30th, right?
The 30th. That's
yes.
right.
And then it runs through Sunday to 5 p.m.
Yeah. And my soul brother Kenny Endy's going to be laying down some jams from 5:30 to 7:30.
Oh, that'll be so perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be
That'll
great.
be so great. But so you're serving the craft beer. Everybody can come and get everything else is available as well. You have the coffees, the pastries. Do you serve the coffee all day?
Yep. So we'll be full service from 8 a.m. to I think we're going to run till 9 or 10 p.m. depending on the day of the week. And of course we'll reevaluate when the summer comes.
Oh yeah.
And outdoor seating, which is going to be
I know that's the thing.
another
Yes.
exciting part.
It's a very small space, nice space, but small. In the summer, I can see that you have that whole corner to work
Yeah,
with.
I mean the seating capacity essentially doubles if we're able to
yeah.
get out in front on Fall Street and
On the side.
Is there
on
issues
State Street
there
as well.
with zoning or anything like that?
That's just something I have to look into.
Okay, right.
I know Parker's is able to do it, and
Yeah.
there's some other places downtown that utilize the
Gould actually built a
Yeah.
little thing off their dining room there.
yeah.
It actually encroached on the sidewalk. It took, so I don't think you'd have a problem.
Yeah.
If you do have them, come talk to me.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the DRI money if we end up building, revamping the sidewalks. I think that'll be an exciting just renovation.
Have you thought
for
of
extra seating for many businesses
have
downtown?
you looked into the DRI for your business?
Yeah, I actually submitted a request for information, an RFI that was due on the 17th. So I got it in before the deadline, and that's just to add Americans with Disabilities up.
Oh, right. You need a
ramp on the side, on the State Street side. So again, inclusive environment. We want
It's
to
crazy
provide
that
a
you
place
have
for
to
everybody.
request that, though. That blows my mind to think that's not something they would just think like, yeah, go ahead. But I get it for.
Well, Seneca Falls having all the old architecture. A lot of these things weren't in place or thought of back when it was originally built. So I think a lot of businesses are really looking into, especially with an aging baby boomer population. There's going to accessibility options are going to be important.
Oh yeah,
for everybody. So.
I agree. Well, we are going to touch base with you at the end of the show again, but we're going to make you pick a photo of the week, just like we did last time. And there,
excited
I guess,
to
are
do it
some
again.
really good ones. So try and remember what your favorite is.
All right.
Our first one is by Ed Trafficking, and it starts things off. One from the top of County House Road in Jerusalem.
These should be an interesting set of pictures because we've had run the gamut with weather. I mean, it's been a really mild January. Of course, the last few days has been a
Chilly.
return to reality, but
biting.
we've had a nice mix. And as you'll find out in the weather, it's going to get warm again and then another cold.
Oh.
Anyways.
Well, hey, I'll take the warm. That isn't awesome. I love how bright the sun looks. It was a crusty soda point in this photo by Jim Montanus. That's interesting. Whoa.
Wow.
I love that.
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
It could almost be anywhere in the world, like I picture
right?
like North Pole.
Yeah, seriously. Caroline Lounsbury captured this gorgeous shot at Emerson Park.
Oh, it's the outlet. That's great.
Heh. That one looks familiar, just like last time I said I didn't know where Emerson Park was where I'm getting married, but that one looks familiar. Looking back along the outlet in a wintry mill, photo taken by Tina Fenton. That's pretty. Is that in Penyan?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful. Jerry Berge captured this rare double sundog in Stanley on Monday. Oh, I just love the sun so much.
It's kind of like a rainbow effect almost. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Canandaigua Lake was glowing even though it was snow-covered. Photo by Travis J. Smith. Oh, my goodness. See, I love that because of the sky.
Well,
that
that's
just
like,
looks amazing.
that's like epic. That's
Yeah.
an epic picture.
It really is. Mike Ryan captured a shot of a downtown Auburn staple. Nice. Something is that?
Prison City
Yeah.
Brewery.
Prison City, yeah.
I didn't want to say the same thing.
And
Or the
then,
wrong
so
thing.
now, you know, when you, obviously, if you're going to be doing, I'm just going to take a break from the photos real quick because we just saw Prison City Brewery.
Sure.
But you are coming up, you know, you have an interest, obviously, in brewing. So do you hit up the places like Prison City and kind of ask questions or see what they're doing?
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, it's just kind of what we do in the industry.
That's good.
And one of my favorite things about the craft beverage industry is that everybody is friendly.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, competitor, you can call it whatever you want. You know, it's all friendly competition, but everybody's going to visit everybody else. Todd Reardon from Peacemaker, which he's rolling out a new place in Canandaigua. He stopped in over the weekend to say hi.
Oh.
So, you know, I mean, we haven't been open that long, so I kind of snuck him a beer,
Right.
Yeah.
which, you know, kind of, we have our license. It's legal to sell, but we haven't been shouting it from the rooftops.
Right,
so
right.
really focusing on January 30th. But he came in and, you know, I was able to provide
That's
him a
nice.
cold draft.
Yeah.
You know, I got to hang out with him, and he just wanted to check in and say hi and see how things were going. And
Everybody's not like that always.
yeah,
It really isn't.
other industries don't really lend themselves to friendly gestures like that.
Yeah. Well, right now it's, you know, like you're going to be the only craft brewer in downtown Seneca Falls.
Yeah.
So exciting.
You're gonna, you know, if you go down on the Cuga Lake or Seneca Lake wine trails, there's, you know, places like Grist Iron.
Yeah.
And then in Auburn, Prison City, which
Yep.
they've won awards. So it is. It's
It's almost like a brotherhood.
yeah, a community,
You know?
a club. It's a small club of people who brew their own beer. You know, in the
Locally, yeah.
Finger Lakes
That's
right
right,
now. It's
yeah.
growing though, certainly.
Yeah, and those guys are really just really good to have in your network. And, you know, if you have
Absolutely.
questions, you want to troubleshoot some issues with a brew that maybe is not acting the way you want it to go, you know, you can call up some of these guys. I know Lake Drum, Fleur de Lis.
Yes, Lake Drum, Geneva.
Weeby
Fleur de Lis,
Brewing.
there is another brewer
yeah,
in
Fleur de Lis.
Seneca Falls,
Technically
but
in Seneca, they have a Seneca Falls address.
South Seneca Falls.
Yeah,
about
it's
as
like
south as you can
Fayette,
go.
Seneca Falls border. But
Yeah.
you know, all those guys, Rick, John Paul, you know, Colleen and Dan from Weeby, have all been really
Yeah, there's another
super
one.
helpful to us. And
Climbing Vines.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
Todd
coming
from
back to me
Peacemaker,
now.
you know,
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
it's,
Jeez.
and I think, you know, that's who we are, you know, so it's really, I think we really fit really nicely within the industry, and hopefully we'll be able to, you know, make our contribution and make our mark on
Yep.
it as well.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
as time goes on.
absolutely.
But that
So
Prison City Brewery photo, just to the right of that, it's one of my favorite restaurants, the Osteria.
Oh, yes. That
Yeah.
is a staple, I would
That's
say.
a
in
nice
Auburn.
little block of Auburn.
It
So
is.
anyway,
It's nice.
back
I'm
to
going
the
to go
photos.
on now with Jim Montanus, who captured another stunning shot from Soda's Point.
Oh.
Wow, I would not have thought that was Soda's Point. That is awesome, though.
It
Great.
is great.
Yeah, I like the
Travis.
stars up top too.
I know.
It's a nice.
Oh,
crisp-
I didn't
It's a
even.
cool night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that is awesome.
You can almost like feel the chill.
Yeah,
Just looking at
again,
the photo,
anywhere
like,
in the
it
world
brings
it
you
could
there.
look.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like from around here.
Right.
Travis J. Smith got up close and personal as the snow fell against some brush.
That's
Beautiful.
interesting.
I like that photo.
Just a moment.
Yeah, Mother Nature was creating sculptures last weekend along the lake at Soda's Point. This photo was submitted by Chris Trine. Wow. I see someone reaching for something. I don't know, that's just me.
Yeah, I
That's
see a
pretty
hand.
sweet.
Let me see it.
Oh, love it. It was a steamy morning on Canandaigua Lake, but don't worry, it wasn't more than 5 degrees outside. This photo was captured by Jeffrey Winter. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, how am I going to choose? I love that.
I'm having a hard time picking my favorite.
Mike Ryan captured this piece of history as night was falling in Auburn. That's a cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, at the Equal Rights Heritage Center.
Yeah, that is.
We do a farmers market
Really good.
right there.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. It's amazing how many all the different communities in the Finger Lakes now are. They have their own traditions. That farmers market,
Certainly.
like you mentioned in Auburn, is great, and the Heritage Center and some of the stuff they did. And they had a big weekend as well with the Women's March. They
Oh,
had
yeah.
events on Friday, then it moved to Seneca Falls on Saturday.
A different view of the Cuca outlet. This photo was shared by Tina Fenton. Beautiful. And of course, we have so many photos this week, too, to choose from. Makes it that much harder. Cuca Lake was looking stunning on a sunny Monday afternoon in Penyan. This shot was captured by Tina Fenton as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love how when the sun is so bright and it's snowy, it just has a better effect, I feel like, than when it's gloomy and gray.
When new fallen snow, icy, temperatures in the teen, that in sun, that is like clean. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
feels clean.
I
Cleaner
remember
than
you saying that
pristine
last
clean.
year.
Yeah.
It does feel like that.
Yeah, the lightings are definitely very unique in the wintertime, especially after a nice fresh snow.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. A pair of bald eagles could be seen from routes 5 and 20 in Geneva on Friday afternoon. They were lakeside enjoying the blue skies in this shot by Shelley Lannon.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of eagles on that stretch usually.
Yeah, and do you usually see them together? Because I never do. I always see lone bald eagles.
Yeah, I don't think they're a pack bird, if that's a thing.
Yeah. Sunset from the Finger Lakes Mall was captured by Michael Jones. Beautiful. I would not think that's at the Finger Lakes Mall. And last but not least, 61 degrees in mid-January. It didn't feel like winter in Auburn in this shot by Matt Weston.
Oh, Matt Weston, yeah.
Beautiful.
You know, Matt?
I do.
We had a lot of Auburn and Penn Yan photos sent in this
Tennessee
week.
Street, would that be? That's the Hunter's Diner down there on the left, and that's right in front of like Morrow's Table,
Oh, okay.
looking west.
You know your stuff, not me. Okay, that was all
That
the
was an
photos.
impressive
That's a
collection.
lot
That
to
was.
choose from.
Yeah.
I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, since you're overwhelmed, we'll just start with you, and you
Oh.
can pick your first one.
You know, there's one that I'm gonna judge my favorite photo based on what's kept on sticking in my
Yeah.
mind as those photos were going through, and it's that one on Sodas Point. It looked like the North Pole with the lighthouse.
Yes, absolutely.
That's my favorite.
That
I'm
was
gonna go with that.
It was called a crusty Soda's Point, which I
Crusty
didn't see
Soda's
that
Point,
at
okay.
all. Maybe it was a typo. But that's what it says. Okay, so you're going with that, and I literally marked like 10 of them. Okay, I'm going to go with... I'm going with Travis Smith's Canandaigua Lake was glowing even though it was snow covered. That had like the sun peeking through the sky.
It looked, it was like that's a spiritual experience.
You know what? I
absolutely.
usually go with the guest's pick, but I said to myself, if one of them picks this one, then I'm going to go with that one too. So I thought Louise going to.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, that's a good one.
That was the.
If I was to pick a second, it'd be that.
Right.
There was
For
a
sure.
million that could have won this week.
know.
That was really good, and I like the variety. We had some night shots,
Some urban settings.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we went all the way from 0 degrees to 61 in those photos. So it took us through a great little...
Who took this one?
This
Travis
one
J.
was
Smith?
done by, Travis J. Smith. So congratulations,
Very
Travis.
eclectic collection of photographs.
Yes, everybody had so many good photos this week. And if you would like to share your photos from across the Finger Lakes, you can click the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage. And now we are going to find out what the weather is going to be like for this weekend. Which, who knows nowadays? I don't know.
I don't know if you guys remember a few years ago how cold it was all winter long, like single digits, negatives, like all from like
Was
Last
it 2
year?
years
January,
ago or last year?
year
Yeah.
before. I mean, it
Yeah.
just seemed like it was just like frigid and frozen
Bitter.
over for 2 months straight.
I remember.
And that's not happening this winter. We're having one of the mildest winters in a long time.
Yeah.
And as I said, the past few days, it's been chilly, or it's been cold.
Yeah.
But it's about to change again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, normally, it's rare to find that the temperature, especially late December, January, early February, have temperatures peak above 32
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah.
freezing.
And-
Normally, it stays
Negative.
cold.
Right.
I had that exact thought on my way to work, though, today. I literally was driving, and it was, like, sunny, and there wasn't much snow, and I was just like, I can handle this winter. I was like, I don't mind this. I like this. It's been cold, but I'm not in my, like, parka. I'm
Right.
in my lighter winter jacket.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I
for
don't
it to
wear
warm up
jackets
again.
very often. I just start the car. And,
Yeah.
No, I need to.
Anyways, this Friday, after it's going to warm up tomorrow on Thursday too, and then Friday mostly cloudy with a high near 42. I mean,
Amazing.
that is like great.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be Thursday, Friday. These next 2 days are going to be really pleasant days, and then Friday night it'll get down to around 30, and then we're going to have some snow moving overnight. And we're going to likely have snow before noon on Saturday, and then a mix of rain and snow with a high near 38, depending on how that temperature goes. it could be a winter weather event. We're waiting kind of to see.
No.
Some people are saying, it's going to be accumulation of several inches, and some are saying it's just going to be a slushy mix. But then Saturday night into Sunday, that's really when it's supposed to. That's when it could drop the most snow.
Oh boy!
If it is a mix on Saturday, it'll turn to snow after 9 p.m. Low of around 33 overnight. And then that snow will continue Sunday morning before then turning to a mix again late with a high of 36 on Sunday. So it's going to be hit or miss when the temperatures are right around that freezing mark or hovering above. And then when we return to work on Monday, high of 37 and some sun, So next week when we're here for FLX Weekly, it'll be Wine Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
With Catherine Chase from the Finger Lakes Wine Trail, but that'll be the last Wednesday of January. And February is a short month. It's basically almost spring.
Oh, my goodness.
Time flies when you're having a good time.
Usually I'm like hoping for spring, but because of so much what I have going on in the end of 2020, I'm like, I need to slow it down. Got a wedding coming up, so I'm like, holy moly. And you just said
when
it's almost
that?
spring. It's in September, but...
Great.
October.
Good call on the fall wedding.
I thought you were going to marry in October.
No, I changed the date, and Josh is actually getting married on the date that I was supposed to get married on, which was 10/10/2020, which a million people are doing now, so I can't be that basic. I needed to change it. I needed to change it to a random September 26th.
Whenever it is, it'll be memorable.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
A fire at the Geneva Walmart, I hear.
Oh.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We're
I
actually
wonder where
going
you
to have
got
something
that from.
on the front page of the site shortly. I'm not sure exactly
Hope
what
everybody's
extent there's
Yeah.
the fire, but fire at Geneva Walmart.
You heard it here first.
Yep, you usually do hear it here first.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on the show, but at our website.
You're so
Or
right.
our app.
We do have, you have upcoming webcasts on FL1 Sports this weekend, correct? Or is it this week?
Well, we have a lot coming up here. So tomorrow night, Thursday night, Nate Sharman, Jason Hunt will be in Red Jacket for a Finger Lakes West game between Bloomfield and Red Jacket. Red Jacket undefeated in first place. If they're going to not win the league, then Bloomfield needs to win this game.
Oh.
But
Big
Red
game.
Jacket favorites. And then we're going to video replay it later that night. Around 10:45, we'll replay the call on FO1 radio with the video. So look for that. And then Friday night is the game of the year in the Finger Lakes East on FL1 radio again. Paul Russo, Nick Felice will be at the Eagles Nest in Wayne,
Oh, boy.
Ontario, New York, for the Geneva Panthers against the Wayne Eagles, the top two teams in the Finger Lakes East standings right now.
Wow.
Yep.
That's I can't believe basketball season's almost over, too.
Well, it's not really. The
Yeah, but
regular
it went
season
quick.
ends a little bit after Valentine's Day, and then sectionals, and then hopefully some of the local teams make a nice run into mid-March and to the state tournament.
Yeah, that would be great. Does anybody have...
And I want to make an announcement, too, that this Sunday morning at 10 a.m., I got a great Upstate Hoops podcast lined up. We're going to do a Wayne County Girls League special edition, and I have Izzy Wilbur from Red Creek. I have Taylor Sharp from Clyde Savannah. I have Caden Crago from Lions, and I have Zoe Zoots.
Awesome
Best
name.
name ever from
Yeah.
East Rochester. They'll all be in studio unless that storm, wipes things out.
no,
But
I
that's
hope
10
not.
a.m. on Sunday morning.
Wow, so you have a packed weekend, it sounds like. Are you doing anything fun during that weekend?
This weekend, my daughter's got a game in Palmac. The Minders girls, varsity girls, also playing Palmac that night after my daughter's JV team on Friday night, so I'll be there. That's why I won't be in Wayne for that Geneva-Wayne game. And then,
Sports.
other than
sports,
that, I don't know.
sports. You have anything exciting going on this weekend, or is it all business?
You're going to be working all weekend,
It's
right?
all business.
Oh, man, getting
Yeah.
ready. That's okay. It'll be worth it. It'll so be worth it.
We always try to find a little bit of time to kind of unwind, but it's been, I'd say the last 17, 18 months have been pretty rugged and pretty brutal.
Well, it's
been
going to be worth it.
Hard fought, but
Well, now, let's get real.
Good feelings.
Let's get real for a second here. You have... You've been doing most of it yourself. Like when you're open, you're there, and that gets to be a grind, right?
yeah, I mean, so there was a Sunday. It was actually It's a Wonderful Life. The last day on Sunday, I escaped. I went down to Pittsburgh to go to the Bills Steelers
yeah.
game.
Oh wow, nice.
And we came out victorious. But that was it was like the only time I wasn't there when we were open.
Right.
So I've been behind the the bar making espresso drinks and pouring kombucha. So when we're open, I'm there. So if you want to see me,
that's awesome.
You know where to find
you can't find me. That's where I am.
I mean, I thought I had your number earlier, and I didn't, so I called right to the brewery and was like, hello, and it was you who answered, too.
Yeah,
so
it's my personal number.
Oh, is it?
Definitely got to get a second
goodness, you sure
business
do.
phone. But,
well, no, people don't need to call necessarily, right?
Well, yeah.
I get people a couple calls a day.
Do you?
It'd just be nice to kind of compartmentalize, work.
Absolutely.
Professional and personal, but for now it works. But yeah.
So everybody needs to go out next Thursday at 5 o'clock or 5:30.
Yep.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Music starts at 5:30.
Okay,
Kenny will
ribbon
be on at
cutting 5
5:30.
o'clock, and they can try out all the new beers that you have. That's so exciting.
Yeah, good luck, Brad. I really think it's great what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
You're doing it obviously for yourself because do something you love, but what the result of that is just so good for downtown Seneca Falls too.
Absolutely, so it's a total package deal.
Yeah, so get out and support them.
I would get there early. Honestly, it's probably going to be packed. I saw your Facebook.
Well, get
event.
growlers to go, get kombucha to go, make that your coffee spot in the morning.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They can all go.
Yeah, we're trying to build a good morning following just as much as our evening and our afternoon and evening following too. So.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, as always, for coming on. We're
Thank you
definitely going to come out and support you. I will get down there, and everybody else should have there next Thursday.
Awesome.
And thank you, of course, everybody else who joined us today. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back for Wine Wednesday, the end of January next week. And until then, you can have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes.